Hey guys, welcome to our next science experiment. So, today we are going to make blobs in a bottle. This was just a fun, kind of quick one that I found that I thought we would try out. So, let's go over our materials first. You will need a clean 2-liter bottle. I got most of the label off, there's still a little bit, but that's okay. You will need vegetable oil. We'll talk about how much of this you need later. I went ahead and got a full bottle just for the demonstration to make sure that I have enough. If you have a funnel, that would be really helpful. I do not have a funnel, so I'm going to improvise again and use a veggie spiralizer and use that to pour some things into the bottle. You'll need 3/4 of a cup of water, which I already have measured out here at 3/4. Food coloring, and some kind of fizzing tablet like an Alka-Seltzer tablet. Okay, so first step, you get your bottle and you need to pour the water into the bottle. So I'm going to very carefully pour this in. Alright. Now the thing with the vegetable oil, because that's our next step, is that you do want the bottle to be mostly full. So it does take quite a bit of vegetable oil. If you do not completely fill the bottle, that is okay. Try to get it to about up here, but even if that doesn't work, maybe do a little less water, and I'm sure this experiment should work about the same. Alright, we're going to go for it. So I'm just going to pour vegetable oil. Alright. So this is how full one whole bottle of vegetable oil got it. I am going to fill it up just the teensiest bit more because I have a little more vegetable oil. But if you guys have it this full, this is plenty. Alright, keep going. Oh, I'm spilling. And there's Dexter. Okay guys, so what I'm gonna do next is give it a few minutes for the water and the oil to separate. We want to make sure that the water is down at the bottom, and it's mostly separated already, but I'm gonna give it just a little bit longer to make sure. Okay guys, I'm pretty sure it's all separated. The next step is to add the food coloring, and we need to add about 10 drops. Alright. And you can see the food coloring. It's kind of hard to see on the video, but if you drop it in, you'll see it going to the bottom. I'll step around here to the side. There are the little drops going down to the bottom. I'm actually going to add just a teensy bit more. Alright. So the blue is down here, spreading around, mixing in with the water. There's still a couple drops I can see floating down from the top, so I'm going to give them time to settle. And while I do that, we'll get our next step ready. So now you need your tablet, and you're going to need to break it in half. So I have about half a tablet here. It's pretty powdery. And as soon as I think that's settled, I am going to drop the tablet down in here. And we'll watch what happens. I'm going to move this closer to make sure you guys can see what's going on in the bottle. So make some observations. What do you guys see happening in the bottle? And why do you think it's happening? And if you do this at home, be sure to describe what happens in your bottle too. So it'll keep bubbling. I can see where the food coloring mixed up in some places better than others because some of the little drops in there are darker than others. So it'll keep bubbling for a while. And as I'm watching, I see some of the, they're not really bubbles, they are globs of water. Some of them are kind of sticking up at the top for now. But what will eventually happen is all of those blobs of water, I think they're starting to now, are going to fall back to the bottom of the bottle. So you might notice we can still see where we dyed the water blue and the vegetable oil is pretty yellow. Even though all those blobs floated up into the bottle and into the oil, they're separating again and going back down to the bottom. I still see a few at the top. I wonder if they'll sit there or eventually if they'll fall back down. Ooh, I can kind of see them starting to hang low, like they're gonna drip down slowly. And I don't see too many more coming up. A few tiny little bubbles are floating up to the top, but that's it. So what happens if you want to do it again? I'm going to use a new tablet. That one's pretty small. Break this one in half too. You don't need more than half, and drop it in. And it's going to start up all over again. All right, guys, I can't wait to see your experiments on Flipgrid. Let me know how it goes. Hey guys, one last thing really quickly. I thought I would be adventurous and try a tablet and a half. So I put the other half down in there as soon as I ended that last video, and then the broken pieces from the first tablet as well. And it is making it bubble or float up like crazy. It looks really cool. I was a little worried it might come exploding out of the top, and you can see where some of it is fizzing more here. But when I turn it this way, you can see all those bubbles going up. So far, it's okay.